Hi, welcome. My name is Jade, and today I am bringing you a taste of our new resistance series. So in this class today, we are going to have a fantastic workout using just a simple resistance band. And if you enjoy it, it's just the beginning. We have an 8-class series over on our virtual studio, the resistance series using the resistance band and also the booty bands. So more strength, more mobility and more stretching designed to take your practice to the next level. So for today, grab your resistance bands and let's begin. Okay, so let's begin standing on our band. So I'm going to open it out fully, ground my feet into the middle, about hip distance apart, and then take hold of the edges of the band, fully extend through the spine. So stack the shoulders over the hips, align the head in the center of the shoulders, and just begin with me in a shoulder roll. Let's center ourselves. So inhale as the shoulders come up, exhale as you soften the shoulders down. Inhale as the shoulders roll up, and exhale as they roll down. And as you're doing this, think about grounding down through all 10 toes, activating the glutes, so squeezing the bottom, zipping up through the pubic bone. Think about some soft engagement through the tummy, and just being really aware with how you're holding yourself here. Then we'll slowly make this one our last one. As you soften the shoulders, be mindful not to flare the ribs. Take a side bend. I'm going to lean over to the right. And as I do, I'm just pulling up with my left arm slightly. And then smoothly go through center and just take it the other way. So we're going to side bend left to right. Do your best to keep the hips steady. So try to keep the pelvis still. And isolate this movement coming up and out of the hips and waking up through the waist. Be really careful that you're taking the eye gaze with you so you get that full side bends, keeping the neck in line with the rest of the spine. One more time here, just moving with the breath, getting used to the grip on the band. As we pause in center, take a breath. On the exhale, think of a roll down. I'm going to curve the upper body, draw my belly up towards the spine, and then start to roll down towards the ground. The band slack will just completely go, and we'll soften the knees as we come into a fold, unlocking the hamstrings and releasing any tension through the lower back. Now as we roll up, think about a cat stretch as you kind of round the back, pull the belly to the spine. Now I push through the feet, unravel, and because I'm still holding the band, as we unravel to standing, we reset, peeling the shoulders back and stacking the head in the center. Let's do it one more time. Chin towards the chest, you get that up and over feeling as you carve the body. Allow the body to melt down. Just surrender here as we come into this beautiful fold. And now press through the feet, start to power up the center. And as you push, you're going to pull on the band and come all the way up, crown of the head up towards the sky. When we get here, let's slowly take the left foot out. Step the left foot next to the right. Now both of the straps, both sides of the straps are held with the right hand. Hold down a little bit lower if you can. Left arm's going to come behind the head. Feel that lift and start to shift the weight to your left leg without collapsing through the left side of the body. Now we exhale, take the right leg out to the side and then tap it back down to the ground. Standing side series. I lift the right leg up, tap the right leg down. Now just be really mindful, your knees are facing forwards. We don't need to go really big here. Don't need to open up the hip. Ground down strong through your left leg. Lift up through the left side of the body and try and think about stability around your pelvis. Using the exhale as you lift the leg, finding that lovely little Pilates scoop as we breathe out by drawing the belly button slightly towards the spine. Lift and pause. Find your balance here with me and pulse the right leg up and up. Just a tiny little push with the right leg. Ground down into your left big toe. Really important. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We step that foot down. Now let's wrap the left arm behind the back. Now just be careful, I'm going to let go of the inside strap and hold on to the outside strap only with my right hand. Now I'm just going to loosen the slack a little bit, meaning that I'm going to have a bit more band to give me a bit more drive through this arm. Okay, let's switch it over. Take the left hand onto the strap, right arm behind the back. Now we're going to pull the sword. Imagine the sword's in your pocket. You're going to pull your left arm up onto the diagonal. Now side bend to the right and look over your right shoulder. Now put the sword back in the pocket, bit of imagery there as we face forwards. Here we go. I exhale, pull the left arm, squeeze my bottom to stabilize the hips and look over the right shoulder. A soft side bend just to carry on that mobility through the spine and open up through the waist. So squeezing the bottom, finding my centering, and just finding a little bit of resistance there. You can play around with the band if it doesn't feel in the right place. Obviously, the more band you have, the more easier it's going to be here. The easier it's going to be here. You can make it harder by shortening how much band you've got to work with. Using that exhale. Now I'm going to go up there and stay up there. Find that lovely big extension, that little side bend. Now pump the elbow only. So bend and extend, bend and extend. Stay in your side bend. Stay with that lift and just pump the elbow. 5, 4, little isolation. 3, 2, and 1. Now carefully bring the sword back and realign the shoulders. Now I need to adjust to do the other side. So I'm just going to shimmy it over, stepping my left foot into the center of the band, feet parallel, holding the band with the left hand only, get a nice big grip on that. And then the right hand is going to sweep up, come behind the head as we slightly take our weight into the right leg. Standing side series. Here we go. Lift and lower the left. So just have a moment, find your point of focus, something to glue your eye gaze on. Ground down strong through your right leg. Get that feeling of lifting up and away from the ground. And remind yourself of your Pilates principles. It's control. It's fluid. It's lovely, precise movements, not how big we can go. So you are in control of your body here today. Own it. We're going to slowly lift that left leg, knees facing forwards, and pulse the left leg. Tiny little bounce, up and up. Just a small, tiny pulse to challenge your balance here very early in class. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the footsteps down. Okay, let's ease off. So we're going to hold the band on the outside only, relax the inside. Now just walk your foot a little bit further down so you've got some more slack. Obviously you'll be a bit more aware this time from last exercise. We take the band with the right hand, wrap the left arm behind the back for posture, steady your hips, pull the sword. Right arm comes up, I look over the left shoulder, and then slowly put the sword back in the pocket. So you're holding the band down with your left leg. We're working on our hip stability by squeezing our bottom. We're stepping into our power by pushing our feet heavy into the ground. And then we're working with our obliques by adding that little side bend, thinking left shoulder towards left rib cage. Working on our shoulder strength, our upper back strength with this gorgeous pull. Be mindful of your wrist placement. We've got those beautiful pulses. We're coming up, stay in there, the elbow bends and extends, bends and extends. Find stability through the rest of the body and just isolate this at the elbow for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then as you realign yourself, sword back in the pocket, and be careful, just drop that resistance band down. Take a breath in, reach the arms up towards the sky. Pilates roll down, curve the spine, scoop the belly up under the ribs, soften the knees, and coming down into a gorgeous forward fold, and then bend the knees generously. Let's sit onto our bottoms. And as I come to cross-legged, I'm going to take the band behind me, open it out fully, and just wrap the band around the middle of your back. Take your hands, so I'm going to hold the band, but my elbows come underneath. So I've got hold of the band, but my elbows have dropped underneath the band. You see that? Think about a cross-legged pose if it's good for you. Find your seat, Roll the shoulders and now glue the elbows in. Pull the arms back so you open your posture, but be very mindful of the rib cage not lifting. Okay, inhale, take the thumbs back a little wider. Exhale, cat stretch. Pull the little fingers together in front of you and curve the spine, chin to the chest. Open up, take the arms wide, keep the elbows close, and then curve the spine. Scoop the belly, chin to the chest, and bring the little fingers together. So the idea with this lovely cat and cow spinal mobilization is that we're working on our posture, our spinal mobility, activating our tummy. Try and keep the tops of the arms try and keep them close to the body. So the band is staying glued to my back. Let's open out and pause here. Take a soft twist. The whole torso twists to the right. Do not straighten those arms. Keep them as they are. Come back through center. Shoulders over hips, and then we twist the other way. So spinal mobilization. Find your seat. Do your best to keep your knees where they are. Strap is connected to the back the whole time. And we're finding this movement, taking the head with you. Making sure that the neck stays in line with the rest of the spine. Meet me in center. Coming over to the right, and as I plant my right hand onto the ground on the band, the left arm is going to reach up and over. Make sure it stays connected with your back. So you've got to be in control. Come through center as you bend the elbows. I'm going to go the other way. So my left hand goes onto the mat. I reach the right arm over carefully, not too far, because you'll lose the band. So this is a great exercise to make us slow down, to find that control, that precision. If we go too fast, too big, we're going to lose control of the band. Pilates isn't about that. Smooth, steady. Let's do one more each way. Using the exhale on the extension, finding that lift up and out of the hips, finding the beautiful lift through the middle, and then one more the other way. Coming back through to center. And what I'd like you to do is just rest the band down behind you. Bring your fingers together in the middle, interlace them, and just circle the wrists. You might find if you're not used to using a resistance band, the grip can get a little bit niggly, and that's okay, just to iron it out where we need to. Press the palms of the hands forwards. Feel that release through the palms of the hands. And then lift the arms up to the sky. Get that gorgeous lift all the way through the spine. Take a sip of breath. And exhale, bring the arms all the way down. So now I'm going to take the band again. We're going to do a side series. So if we come over onto our left hand side, the band is still behind me. Left hand holds the band in place. Coming up onto our knees and then extend the right leg away. Now just to make sure you're on the correct line, right foot, left knee, and your left hand should be on the same line. Now we're going to reach that right arm up behind the back. Try and create one straight line all the way down the arms. Now drive the hips forward, steady yourself, and prepare. Side series. We're going to lift the right leg up and then tap the right foot down. Just nice and steady, a side plank series. Think about a lovely long line, using that resistance band to help you find that lift up and away from the ground. Trying not to collapse into the rib cage. We don't want a seesaw, so every time you lift the right leg, make sure we're not adjusting the torso. So a side kick series in Pilates. I'm going to lift that right leg, keep it at that level with the hip, flex the right foot. It kicks forwards 3 times, so I pump it, 1, 2, 3, point the toe and draw it back to start again. Flex and kick, 1, 2, 3, point and pull. Use the exhale. So breathing out 3 little pumps, pull the belly to the spine as you kick it forwards, and use that resistance band to help you open up all the way across the collarbone. Let's do one more time. Bring the knee in, slowly come through center, pick up the left arm. Let's go the other way. So transition, right hand to the ground, left leg extends, realign yourself on that gorgeous long line. Drive the hips through, soften the rib cage, and we begin. Left leg comes up and left leg goes down. Side series. Think about the length, the space, the control. Tightening the waist. We often talk about an imaginary corset in Pilates. Think about tightening through the waist. So not necessarily sucking in. Think about pinching in around the middle. Side kick series. We're going to float that left leg up, flex the foot, 3 kicks. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, point and pull. So flex, 1, 2, 3, point and pull. Try and keep it at that height. Use your breath. It will help with your centering. Last 2 if you're with me. Take a rest whenever you need to. There's no pressure here. One more time. And slowly bring the knee in. Beautiful work. Okay, so let's come onto our bottoms now. So I'm going to come onto the bottom. Make sure you've got some length of the mat behind you. And we'll carefully have our legs straight. And I'm going to take the bands, place it around the middle of my foot. The reason I say middle of the foot, don't bring it up to the toes because it might slip off, okay? And I've opened my band really wide. Okay, heels are going to be hip distance apart. Anchor them into the mat, anchor them right down. Now, let's slowly from here, hold on to the resistance band. Make sure you've got a little bit of resistance and think about your posture. Shoulders, roll them like we did at the start. Just inhale, bring the shoulders up and exhale, drop them down. As you're doing so, be mindful of how you're holding the middle, trying not to have too much movement going on through the center. Now look at a certain spot in front of you. Keep looking there for me. We're going to go for a little roll back. Wait to exhale. Imagine I poke you in the tummy button. You're going to curve your lower back and roll towards your tailbone. Your arms can start to extend slightly as you do so. Now pull on that band, draw the belly to the spine, and as the elbows come back, realign yourself to start again. Exhale, roll your tailbone under. So slide onto your coccyx. Keep looking at that same spot. Do not drop your chest. Now pull on the band, tighten that waistband, and the elbows come back as the shoulders stack over the hips. Let's go one more. So we're learning to just find that mobility of our pelvis as we roll it under, and we're zipping up through the pubic bone as we do. So now I'm going to add on, so I'm layering up, if you will. Let's do one more. So come back with me. Scoop, come back with me. Lengthen the arms a little bit. Now pause. Can you open the arms out to a V shape? Open them wider than your mats. Bring them back to where they were in the center, and then roll up to straight spine, elbows wide. So we've added on. Take the C curve back. Tucking the tailbone under, rolling onto your coccyx. Pause. As you open the arms, draw the belly in, pinch that waist. Arms come back to center, and then draw the elbows back as we come up to our straight spine. Have we got one more? Scoop, scoop, scoop. Push into the strap. Use that control. Open the arms, lift the collarbone. Bring the arms back towards each other and peel all the way up to straight spine. Be mindful of the space behind you, because now we're going to curve under, but roll all the way down onto your back. So as you roll down, use the band, anchor your legs, arms by your sides. I'm still holding the band, and unravel the spine until your head and your shoulders land on the ground. Now use that feeling where you're holding onto the strap to feel really connected. Shoulders and ribs land heavy, tailbones grounded, and we're feeling really long, lengthened, and powerful as we arrive here. Let's bend the left knee. So bend the left knee. Now what I need you to do as the left heel comes near the bottom is just bring your left arm, bring that strap on the inside of the left leg. So I'm still holding the band with both hands, but the band The left leg is on the outside of the band, I should say. Okay, straight leg lowers. Let's prepare by scooping the belly in and sweeping the right leg up towards the sky. Now, when your right leg comes up, you might find that you can walk your hands a bit higher up the band. As you walk your hands up though, try your best not to lift your shoulders. So set yourself up there, tailbones on the floor, right foot is in the band and it's flexed. Straight leg lowers. Here we go. I'm going to exhale. Lower the right leg down in the direction of the ground and then bring the right foot back up over the hip. So we exhale, push the right leg down in the straps, really nice and supportive, and then bring the foot back up over the hip, and this can aid you in opening the hamstring. As you're doing this, be mindful that the left leg's not moving around too much. The elbows are not lifting up and down, and neither is the rib cage. As your head is rested on the mat, it's looking up to the sky, got gorgeous long neck. Now, as we bring that right leg back up, pause, have the right foot over the hip. Build up to a single leg bridge. Start with a pelvic tilt. You push your back into the mat, lift your bottom off the ground. Now push your right foot into that strap as you drive up to a single bridge without lifting your elbows. It's a lot lower probably than you usually go. Now roll down through the spine. Control it as you ripple down through the back and let the tailbone land. Let's go again. Push the back into the floor, lift your bottom, squeeze your bottom as you push your right foot up into that band, single leg bridge, keep both shoulders down. Now ripple down, don't collapse, roll through the upper back, the middle of the back, and then all the way through the lower back. Let's do it one more time. Push the back into the floor, peel the bottom up, push the right foot into the band, pause in your single leg bridge. Straight leg lower, take the right leg down till it's in line with the left thigh, and then bring it back up towards the sky. Twice more. Lower the right leg down, thighs are level, and then bring the right leg back up. One more time. Keep your hips as they are. Lower the right leg down. Bring the right leg all the way up. Let's roll through the spine, one vertebrae at a time until the tailbone comes down onto the ground. Left foot, carefully bring it up, place it into the strap, the band. Take the right foot out, it comes down onto the ground. Now, just adjust the hands if you need to, adjust the resistance on the band. Straight leg lower with the left leg. Here we go. Breathe out, lower the left leg down, push into the band, and then sweep the left leg back up towards the sky. Just as you're doing this, be really aware of what your back is doing. Often people will do a straight leg lower and their back is moving all over the place. It's really important you find what we call your neutral spine, a natural curve. So your bottom for this exercise stays on the floor, like the tailbone. The ribs stay on the floor, but in the middle of the back, you'll have a natural curve, and you've just got to keep that curve the whole time. It doesn't change as you lower or lift your leg in this exercise. Let's do that one more time. It's a lot to think about. Please don't worry if you can't take it all in on your first session. Pause with the left foot over the left hip. Single bridge. Push your back into the floor. Lift your bottom off the floor and now push your left foot up into that band. Push the right foot down into the floor and then ripple down through the spine by drawing the belly in, breathing out, and try to articulate your back on the way down to the ground. And again, as you're coming up, try and keep all 5 toes of the right foot on the floor, elbows and shoulders stay down, and then rippling down. So it's not how high you can go. It's about fighting that resistance and having the control. This one will come up and stay there. So you're going to come up, we're going to pause there, we're going to stay there, straight leg lower, left leg goes down, and then left leg comes back up. Exhale, bring the left leg down in line with the right, and then back up. You've got one more. Lift that eye gaze. Don't drop your eye gaze. Look up to the sky. As the left leg comes up, let's roll all the way down through the spine. Steady, steady, steady. Once your tailbone lands, right foot comes up into the strap too. Both feet in, hip distance apart. Bend your knees to a tabletop now. Knees over hips. Feet coming down in line with the knees. Now, really important, get your elbows in, rib cage heavy. And think about length through the spine. Okay, exhale, single extension. We're going to straighten one leg onto a diagonal. Bring it back into table and change sides. The other leg extends. Bring it back in. So slow, just extending one leg at a time onto a diagonal. Trying your best to keep the other leg in tabletop. And remember what I said about that neutral spine. Keep your ribs heavy. Pinching in at that corset and finding that length. Pause in tabletop. Join me in an ab curl. Imprint the back, lift the head and shoulders up. Change your hands. So my thumbs are now at the bottom, my knuckles are at the top. Elbows are still locked in your ab curl position. Now exhale, straighten both legs and then bring them back to table. Stay with me, 3 more. In this ab curl, you've got to push your back heavy into the floor. Lift your shoulder blades, use the strap, pull on that strap and use the resistance as you press your feet into it. One more time, exhale, push. Bring it all the way in, let the head come down, let the knees come towards you and just take the strap off of the feet. Take the strap into your hands and place one foot down onto the mat and then the other. Knees are bent, feet close to the bottom. Go wide with your hands on this strap now. Think like a V shape. And gently take the strap towards the top of the mat. So I'm going to reach the strap all the way down towards the ground. It's lovely for the shoulders. Just let it land there. And as you do, lifting the heels off the floor, carefully we do a window wiper. So I'm going to take my legs left to right, but very slowly because I'm still in control of the exercise. So I'm still keeping both shoulders grounded. Arms are anchored into the mat. Eye gaze is looking to the sky. I'm not turning the head or anything. And I'm carefully swaying the legs left to right. A little bit of waist movement here. And it's a really yummy way to release the lower back. Enjoy this to and fro exercise. And next time we take the legs all the way to the right, let's leave the strap, the band where it is, roll onto our right hand side, have a moment, let all of that lovely fluid return to the spine, and carefully use your hands and come all the way up through to seated. We'll meet together in a cross-legged seated pose if that feels okay for you. Take a moment to settle here. Come back to that shoulder roll that we shared. Inhale, lift the shoulders. Exhale, soften them down the back. Just find your seats. Be aware of your center. And then when you are settled, take a breath in, reach the arms all the way up towards the sky. And exhale, bring the arms all the way down. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me. Do drop me a comment, let me know how you found it. And if you enjoyed it, come on over to our virtual studio where the whole of the Resistance series is waiting for you, a full 8-class series. I'll add all of the information in the blurb below. I'll see you soon.